Hi, my name is Maria, and here's my story as to why I believe I belong in college. Before I get into my story, I would like to say that I moved to the United States in 2017. Before that, I used to live in the Dominican Republic. While living in the Dominican Republic, I had the best relationship that someone can have with my grandparents. I would spend most of my time with them, and the love and the bond between us was just amazing. When I found out I had to move to the United States to get a better education and a higher chance of reaching my goals, my heart was just shattered to pieces because that meant that I had to leave the people that I loved the most behind in order to be a better person. Even though this news broke me, my grandfather always told me that I shouldn't let anything get in my way of reaching my goals, and that no matter how hard life got, I should always push through it and prove not only to myself but to everyone what I'm capable of. Around a year ago, at the beginning of my junior year, my day was going by as normal until I received a text from my mom saying that my grandfather had had a heart attack and that he wasn't in good shape at all. At that moment, all I could think of was that I did not need high school anymore. I had to leave and just catch the first flight to go back to the Dominican Republic to be with him, where I thought I should have been in the first place. At this moment, I thought that my future was done. I didn't have to go to college. I didn't have to pursue a higher education because all I was doing was for him, and if he wasn't going to be here anymore, then there was no point for me to keep going. He spent weeks in the hospital, and as those weeks went by, there was no way for me to go visit him because I was still in school. Even though I was still in school, I was not getting my assignments done, and I was in a really bad place, and I wasn't doing any of the schoolwork. I was even in risk of not getting all my credits and having to repeat that year again. One day, my mom calls me and tells me that my grandfather passed away, and I think that's the worst day of my life because I've never felt such a way before, and I just didn't have words to express how I felt. After his death, a couple of days went by, and I just didn't find a purpose to be good at school anymore or to try to reach my goals. One night I had a dream, and to my surprise, my grandfather was in that dream. He was telling me that he wasn't completely happy because I had given up in what I had promised him to be the best of my class and just always push through whatever came to me. That morning when I wake up, I told myself that the way I was handling his loss had to change. I couldn't keep missing schoolwork and just doing bad because that wasn't a way for me to honor him properly. So this is when this came to my mind. That morning when I wake up, I told myself that I knew what I had to do to honor his memory in the best way possible, which meant keep pushing through, pick up my job that I didn't do during all those weeks that he was in the hospital and after he died. And I told myself that I was going to be the best of the best and I would give my 100% so I could graduate on time and get all my credits and go to college, because all of this was just to honor him and to prove him, even though he wasn't present physically with me, that I would still honor the promise that I made to him. The only advice that I can give to a high school student right now is that if you're going through a loss in your high school career, that does not mean that you have to give up and throw everything away, because most of the time that person that you lost would rather see you succeed than see you fail. And if you really truly cared about that person, you would try your hardest to keep up your work and be the best out of your class to honor their memory. By doing this video, I'm not only trying to be a recipient of the award of the scholarship, but also to bring awareness out there to people who lose somebody in their life and think that their life is over. Now, today, I can say that I belong in college because I'm trying to honor the memory of somebody that I truly loved. And it doesn't mean that